afternoon, my renegades. Welcome back to Rogue Radio, and today we are doing the PEDO-FILES. We're doing an episode of that, and it's the first episode of the third season, which is, I don't even know if that's great, especially with the content that we're about to get into, but, I don't know. I'm too energetic for this episode. I really am. I also want to apologize because the last episode I said that I was gonna, give you some little facts about me, but I also wasn't planning that night to make an episode of Renegade Times, so I ended up not doing the 20 facts about me. That's what the little treat was, but, just because of the content that I was talking about, I didn't think it was right. It would just be awkward to talk about. It was still very awkward to talk about other news after all of that heavy stuff. So, I will at some point, maybe later on in next week, I will talk about some stuff about myself, Like, you haven't really... I think you guys know enough about me, but I mean, like, fun stuff that don't mean nothing, that don't mean anything. I don't know. This is a very long intro. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, like, be concerned about me droning on in an intro, please contact me, and the link's down in the description below. Thank you very much. In the house, and he's maybe laughing at everything that I'm trying to say today. Okay, we will be talking about VeeOneEye, or Jason Vioni, VeeOneEye, or VeeOneEye, however the frick you say his awful name, okay? That is his YouTube name, VeeOneEye. It's also V3eye now, recently. But he's a YouTuber targeted towards the emo community. He used his YouTube fame to target young girls for sex, get them drunk, etc. He admitted to doing these things, but he is also still on YouTube doing crazy, crazy stuff. No one has, I don't know, like, he's still on YouTube after everything. I mean, I'm sure that the CEO knows about this. It's just so dumb. I feel like they don't care anymore. I mean, they care about the algorithm staying up, but they don't care about people breaking it sometimes, and I'm just like, it's just stupid. Anyway, September 24th, 2014, September 27th, allegations came out of him raping and giving alcohol to a minor, and more. He admits to sexual interaction with the girl while she was 15 and he was 20. Yes, I believe that is pedophilia. I don't care what age gap it is. If that person is under the age of consent, which is 18, you are a pedophile. All you maps out there, minor attracted people, you're a pedophile. I don't care if that bothers you, because it bothers me that you're still, you let that be a thing in your mind, that you have sexual fantasies and you have sexual tendencies towards children. No. Let's see. Girl came out accusing him and said that she had less control of what she was drinking than he did, as he kept going up and getting her more and more to drink. He said the reason why he did those things was because he grew up in a Mormon household, since alcohol wasn't allowed in the house. Okay. No excuse. He says that he does have an alcohol addiction, and his apology video was taken down, and he vanished from YouTube. No changes were... I'm sorry, good God, I'm awkward today, so please bear with me. No charges were set against him or put to court. So the one thing that I don't know if I wrote down here, it might be written in here later on, but he does kind of blame his religious background for the things that he's done. He has said that the reason why he thought it was okay to have sex with a minor was because it was never, like, expressed that that was wrong in his household, so he thought it was okay. So here's the problem with that. In general, there are people out there like that actually do think that it's okay because of some certain crazy religious background, or being sheltered all of their lives. But the thing is, right now, especially in the society that he lived in back in the day, he should have known by hanging out with his friends, listening to music or anything really, somewhere on social media, he should have, it should have been expressed that that was not okay. Even on the news, like, the news is on 24/7 everywhere, even in public places, and they talk about pedophilia a lot. So I don't believe that that's a very good excuse. I think he thought it was a good excuse, but it really isn't. But I will say, in certain cases, there are people out there that don't actually think that it is wrong because they've been sheltered all of their lives. But as much as VeeOneEye actually thinks that his Mormon upbringing is the reason why he did this, he hasn't really lived that much of a sheltered life, because he's able to be on YouTube doing stupid things, and his Mormon family let him do it. So I believe that that was a complete lie. But 2 years after, he came back to YouTube, and he does drugs now. That's interesting. His new channel is about informing people on how to take drugs safely. Weed, edibles, shrooms, acid, LSD, he does it all. Against YouTube's term of service, it is against the terms of service to do drugs on camera, and says that LSD isn't addictive and it is safe to take. Not going. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into how much I hate drugs in general. I will say that I'm against it all, especially weed. I know people take it for anxiety and all that other stuff. Listen, I can't tell you what to do. That's not my place to tell you what to do. You do you, but I am highly against any type of drug. I have tried weed once, and it didn't do a dang thing to me. And I have people around me that have said that they have tried weed and that it made them even more anxious. So, however it affects your body, whether negative or positive, and you're still smoking it, or I don't know, I just want y'all to be safe. I can't tell you what to do. Like I said, I think it's wrong. I'll always think it's wrong because I just value my brain cells. But yeah. He's still monetized throughout this whole time. Like, he will literally film his drug trip on camera. So, and he still gets monetized for it. He still gets money for it. Another victim comes forth with the allegations about VeeOneEye. She knew who Jason was and watched his videos and he started talking to her. He asked how old she was. At the time, she was 15. Asked for her number, arranged to meet in London. Nothing came up, so nothing came up as a red flag. She ended up staying together, like they both ended up staying together. And VeeOneEye also suggested alcohol, and they started consuming alcohol. And I guess from her testimony, she does say, "You need another drink." He says it. Okay. I'm getting confused. I'm really sorry. He said, "You need another drink," and he would go forth and get her another. Okay. His goal was to get her drunk, of course. It was non-consensual, and it wasn't in the right state of mind to make any decisions. So she wasn't in the right mind to make any decisions, of course. She had no control of what she was drinking, because he would always constantly fill up her cup. He was making sure she wasn't able to make any smart decisions, and used his fame and power to manipulate her. Mm-hmm. His end goal was having intercourse with her. After this happened, she started having more and more, or hearing more and more. Good God. We're gonna take a break. Hello, my renegades. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download your Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's a lot of fun, so come join us. Okay, after the initial incident happened, she ended up starting to hear more and more different testimonies from other women about, going through the same situation. Another allegation, V only texted this victim when he was horny or lonely. She never got drunk with him, but met him at a concert and started talking for about 5 minutes. She was 15 at the time, asked her age, so he knew, and they started talking on Snapchat. She didn't know how to react to the texts, and he asked for nudes, but she never sent any. Okay. She felt pressured or guilty, and she didn't want to disappoint him, of course, because she looked up to her favorite YouTuber. They started sexting. He asked her to take nudes in the bathroom to do it there for him, but she said that she can't. He kept nagging, and this was a particular day because she was with her friend, and she just kept saying, like, "Listen, I can't," but she did cave in, and she was like, "Listen, guess what I'm doing, I'm pleasing myself for you," but she actually wasn't. She was just, with her friend. So, he invited her to a party before, but she didn't go because she had no way of getting to or from that party. So those were the only 2 victims that I could find on YouTube. V also stated that in his Mormon family, they never talked about consent or the appropriate age for sex. And I talked about this in the last part. I knew at some point it was in here, but regardless, he is part of society and must have known that by hearing it anywhere else, that having sex with minors was a very bad thing to do. In my opinion, I think he should pay for his wrongdoings in some way, even if it was so long ago. His channel should be taken down because of his unsafe drug use, and he should seek therapy and get a real job. Now, I understand everything that he's done is in the past, but the thing is that he hasn't really paid the price for what he's done, and he should. And I don't know if he's really sorry, since he's made jokes about this before with the people that he hangs out with now. I have seen a few of his, like him reading hate comments and stuff, and they've always kind of talked about how he was a pedophile and he would always make jokes about it, and I'm just like, dude, this is not at all acceptable. I am really sorry for only having at least 2 testimonies. I did say that this was going to be a very short episode, and this is why. I couldn't find a lot of information from the victims that he ended up having sex with or victimizing. I've only seen 2 while I was researching this, so I'm really sorry for any of the other women that were victimized by him. I hope everything is going well for you. I really hope that you're past this. I really hope that you can fight getting past being victimized by this jerk. And I just hope that me talking about it does help someone in some way, because he may still be talking to underage women. We don't know. We have no idea, but I think his fascination right now is drugs. But then again, we don't know what's behind the curtain with this guy. And I wish I had more information on him, but that's all I could find. But thank you very much for listening, and I will see you in the trenches next time.